Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Get rid of all of this stuff. Go back to where I need to go. Hello, hello. Linda is already watching, and there was a message there from Wendy. They're having a snowstorm, so she was hoping to get home. Hopefully you don't lose any power. Would be great. Hello, Sharon. Hello, hello. So we are watching from Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I'm streaming to both, so there will be comments from both of those platforms. My name is Alisa Tilsner, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So welcome if you are joining for the very first time. And hello and welcome to everyone on the replay as well. So every Thursday morning at around this time, I go live for some card making. But today I'm going to be cheating a little bit. I'm going to use a layout that I used the other morning. Good morning, Carrie. So because, you know, it's getting towards that time of the year, we're all getting pushed for time, and I thought just to make things simple for myself, I'm just going to copy a layout that I've used before, but doing it in completely different products. So there we go. Hello, Ramona. Merry Christmas. Yes, I can't believe it's like just around the corner. So who is organized? Who is organized for Christmas? Because I can tell you that I'm not. I've got the house to myself this morning, so I'm thinking that after we finish up here, it would be a very good idea for me to be wrapping some presents. So I am getting better though. I used to do them like at midnight before Christmas, like on Christmas Eve, just before midnight, because the kids were little and I would never get time to be wrapping presents beforehand. But now that they're older and they really don't care, they don't come in my room. But I like to try and get them all done. And we did put up a tree, so that's done. And we get all the presents under the tree, and then I can just relax. So good morning. Okay, so today we are going to be playing with the Marigold Moments stamp set, which is a brand new one. So we're going to play with this one. It's brand new, coming out on the 5th of January in the next catalogue. Good morning, everyone coming in. I know, a tired Aussie teacher, I know, and I think because school's only just finished, hasn't it? So crazy. It seems to be a long year this time. Let's get swung around and get stuck straight into it, and we will chat as we create. So keep chatting with me. Don't stop chatting with me because I'm switching things around. So yes, so as I was saying, these ones are from, everything I'm using today is from the next catalogue. This is it. I decided, normally when I send my catalogues out, I use the Stampin' Up mailing system, but I thought this time I would actually post them out myself. So I have got them ready to go. My credit card was compromised again. I've only just had this new credit card for like 2 or 3 months, and it's been compromised again. So now I am without a credit card. So I have to organise cash to pay for all the postage of my catalogues. So if you are in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator or an active demonstrator, let me know, because I did accidentally over-order catalogues, and now I have got heaps of catalogues. So if you want one, please let me know and I will get one in the post for you. But I can't show you the insides of them just yet. Okay, so let's take a look at the stamp set to start with. This is it. So it's got Happy Mother's Day, You Have a Heart of Gold, and Thanks. And then we've got some Marigold. It's a 2-step one. And this one looks like a carnation. I think that this one stamps up really pretty. And I'll show you some cards that I have made with it very quickly as well. And then we've got the stems for the big one. This one matches this one. Just a little loose leaf, and then this stem actually matches these 2 flowers, and then these 2 little ones here, don't lose them because they are tiny. They actually go in your leaves to just highlight them and give them a little bit of a 2-step look as well. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, Carrie? I never feel Christmassy. It's been many years since I've actually felt Christmassy. So photopolymer, so that we can see through them, and they do stamp up beautifully. And there are 12 stamp sets in that stamp set. 12 stamps in the stamp set. Okay, and then we have matching dies. So let's bring this up. So we have dies to cut out all the shapes. So And this is actually 85%, so they are actually bigger than what the cover is showing as well. So we've got dies that will cut out the big leaves, the single leaf, the stems, the little leaves, not obviously not these ones, but then we have got a couple of standalone dies. So these three are standalone dies, and that will give you a solid die. So if you don't feel like stamping, you can just like assemble your flowers that way. So you've got your lacy one over the top of the solid one, and then your leaf. And then this one is like a little border, a border one, but it doesn't actually give you an edge. It actually cuts out the whole thing. So this edge has got a cutting line on it as well. And then you've got all these little heart detail. I think they look like hearts to me. If you look at them that way, sort of like a heart, not really, but I don't think they're supposed to be hearts, but just a little cutout as well. So you sort of end up with a lacy scallop, which is quite pretty as well. So that is, now it is a standalone bundle. It is not part of a suite. So that is that. But I have my tutorial and card making membership cards. This is what we're going to be using for this particular January's. I can't think. I've been up super early this morning. I had a 7 a.m. Zoom, so I've been up for a long time already. For my tutorial, card making and tutorial one, I have chosen this one, but I am putting it together with paper from a different suite. So the paper that I am using is called Delicate Desert, which has its own stamp set to go with it, but I didn't particularly fancy, I didn't get the stamp set to match the paper, but I just got the paper. So this is, I'll show you full sheets. So this is the paper that comes with my tutorial membership for January. So I'll just show you the 6x6 because it's just easier. I didn't use the grey, but I did use the other colours in the papers. So they are quite, that's, I'll bring that up close because it's not capturing the patterns on them. I'll bring that up close too. So you can see the different patterns in them. And I thought that they would work quite well with the, and that's just like a dry brushing. I thought they would work well with the marigolds. So that one, and then this one is really pretty as well. Bring that one down. That one goes to different colorways. So that's quite pretty. So that's the paper that I used. And then of course the color scheme that I used with it. I'll bring these out because I don't actually know what colors I'm going to use today. So I will just bring all of them out. That's what I'm playing with. That's my scraps. The colours that I've chosen for membership are Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Pale Papaya, and Soft Succulent. And I reckon there is also, they've used Petal Pink in here as well, but I chose not to use Petal Pink because I thought it was more of an orange base than a pink base. And of course white. So there's the colour scheme. And then also I have also used these brand new, these ones are called Iridescent Pastel Gems. And these are super pretty as well. Now the colours are actually gold, blue and Calypso Coral. But tell me if I'm wrong. I've used them anyway. But I feel that the blue matches the green quite nicely as well. And I feel that the gold matched the Pale Papaya. So it sort of picks up colours of like not necessarily blue, but it also picks up the greens. So that is what I have chosen for the monthly club. There is still time to get into January's club. You have until the end of December. And I'll quickly whip through the cards. I did put a little sneak peek up. Oh, making a mess again. So I will just whiz through these super quickly, okay? So these are the cards that I have created for January. So anyone in the world can join the membership. And you can leave anytime you want, join anytime you want. You just need to make sure that if you do want to cancel, you need to cancel before your next payment comes around. So you have until that. So, and then anyone in the world can join. And then if you live in Australia, then there's 2 kits that you can purchase to go along with the tutorial if you wish. Okay, let's get stamping. This is the layout. I'm copying myself. This is the layout I'm going to use again. So now, there are many different ways that you can actually stamp this. So you guys can input for this one. So my colors that I've got, which we've just gone through. So you guys can, we'll do a little bit of a choose your own adventure type thing. And I do realize that I'll have to wait a few minutes and not take, or maybe I should take the first person's response and go that way. So two-step stamping, I need a base color. So what color combination should I do? Pale papaya and Calypso Coral, pale papaya, Cajun Craze, or Calypso Coral and Cajun Craze, or should I just do a single color? So let me know in the comments what you think I should do for the flowers. So I'll need a base color and a top color, or pick me a single color. So I shall wait. I will get my other one. I'll get my blocks all set up, ready to go while I wait for some of the comments to come in. Christmas, what's Christmas? Oh, I know, I cannot believe. Oh, somebody better remind me at the end, I need to take turkey out the freezer. Otherwise it may not thaw in time, because we're actually going to save ourselves just so that we can, because normally we go to church on Sunday on Christmas morning, and you know, by the time you've talked to everybody and getting back to cook a hot lunch just is a little bit hard. So we're actually going to do our turkey on the Saturday so that we don't have to do too much. Okay, pale papaya and, okay, so we've got some pale papaya and Cajun. All right, so 1, 2 for Cajun, 2 for Cajun. Kerry says a pale combo. We've got pale papaya and Calypso Coral. So far this one is winning. Okay, so I'll just wait for a few more comments to come in. But so far this one is winning. That's probably easier if I switch things around like that. Calypso Coral, okay, yeah, okay, so we've got 1 for that one. And they all give completely different looks, So, or I can just use this one on its own, like stamping off and stamping on was so pretty on its own. So I did combinations of these two, these two, these two, and then that one on its own, and they're all super, super pretty. So I'll show you that's the paper for the Cajun Craze. So if I'm going to do a Cajun Craze one combo, then it will choose, I will probably use this color, and I will probably use, here's a scrap, I will probably use that. Okay, pale papaya and Cajun Craze I think is the go. So let us find my white paper. Where did I put my white paper? Here it is, my white cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to use my stamping mat for this one because I'm running low on my grid paper and it hasn't quite got that padding underneath it. So I'm going to use this one. All right. So give that a good inking. And I'm going to press it down and really let it settle into the cardstock. I did give them a bit of a, I think I re-inked this one. Okay, yeah, papaya. It's quite pretty actually. I think they all turned out. I mean, it's not as bright as if you were using Calypso Coral, but it is also quite pretty. Okay, Cajun Craze. So it is a darker, and this one will stamp straight over the top. And they do line up and they stamp beautifully. And I am using a mixture of old ink pads as well. Okay, so excuse me if my head gets in, but I really want to get this nicely lined up, and I'm probably just going to pop my head in. So let's get that done. Oops. All right, take your time, and we'll let that settle in there too, but you can see the detail in that already. Alrighty. So have a look at that. Doesn't that just, so it's sort of taken on like a brownie tone, but how pretty is that? Super pretty. I should have stamped up a whole different range of colours, but you can imagine this in pinks and in blues, and it's just going to be a really, really, really pretty set to stamp with. There's going to be so many different colour combinations that you'll be able to use with this set. Actually, I reckon the dots might look quite pretty with that too. What do you reckon? Okay, so I've got that one. Now I need my, put these aside. I'm going to get swamped with stuff. I know I am. Okay, put these aside. All right, so I've got Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. So have I got room up there? Yes, I do. Perfect. So we're just going to stamp this one in Soft Succulent. And also I'm going to do the little leaves. And I think I might do 2 of them just for extras if we need them. Oh. Okay, now those tiny little ones that I was talking about, I'm not going to clean all of them, but I will clean this one because I need the block. I need the block. Now, the tiny, tiny little one, and these ones you definitely do not want to lose because they are super, super tiny. Look, it won't even focus. There we go. Super, super tiny these ones are. And with these ones, all you do is ink them up really gently so you don't get shadowing, and then you just pop them into the leaves. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Covered that one up nicely, didn't it? And these ones. So it just gives these leaves a little bit more interest, and I'll bring this up to the screen again as well. So that just gives that just a little bit more interest, which I think is really nice too. And I'm going to clean it and put it straight away. So I do not lose him. And make sure that you, if you wash that one, because you know how sometimes they lose their sticky, if you do not want to lose that one down the drain. Because I think it gives a nice interest to that one. Okay, I'm just going to slice that off so that I can run that through my machine. Get close. There we go. And I'll cut that down there as well. Okay, so if you do not have this mini machine, there is because Celebration is starting next month on the 5th. We have a brand new machine coming out in blue. So, and I've been very good. I do not need another machine. I am not going to get the blue. As much as I love the look of the blue, it is a brand new in color coming. It's called Boho Blue. So there's a little sneak peek into a new in color, which won't be available. In colors won't be out until May. So that's a really, really sneak peek. And it's called Boho Blue. So I'm just going to, I have to look up the joining up offers, but they are amazing. Oh, thanks, Ramona. You can come back and watch the replay if you want to see how this one turns out. So, and this die cuts beautifully as well. So it's just got a really nice, just the right amount of white balance around the outside, I reckon. Not too much. So, and you've also got, they've given 3 dies to go with that single leaf as well. But I'm only going to be going cut out one at a time. So bear with me with that. Now, the joining up offer is absolutely amazing. There is 3 options of joining up coming in. Where am I? There we go. It wasn't lining up properly. There are 3 options coming out. So I'm going to look them up for you in just a second. I can't show you the catalogue, but I can look them up. Oopsie, I slipped with that one. Oh, typical me. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful day with your family. Okay, so just quickly, I'm going to look this up. Oh, no, I can't show you. I'll have to look at it this way. Okay, option 1, the exclusive boho mini machine, which is valued at $110. So option 1 is you can choose $315 worth of product plus the blue machine, the mini one, for just $210. Option 2 is the same with the white machine. So $315 worth of product plus a mini machine for $210. So I worked it out, and I think you end up only paying $40 for the machine, I'm pretty sure. And option 3 is $315 worth of product for $169 joining. That is like, whoa, crazy. So if you are thinking about joining Stampin' Up, your wish list is getting huge. You might have a couple of girlfriends that you stamp with, a club that you belong to, or, you know, just yourself. That's fine as well. There's no pressure. And but they are amazing joining offers. I don't think I've ever seen the value of a starter kit that high. Now, I painted my nails this morning and I didn't smudge any of it, so I'm going to use my scissors to pick that dye up off the plate instead of scratching them all up. The reason I can't show you inside the catalogues is because they are not live yet. So once they go live on the 5th of January, then I can show you the inside, but it's all secret squirrel stuff because we want it to be a surprise for you, right? Except for when you get the catalogue in the mail. I can show you the full catalogue in the mail, but hopefully I'm getting them out either this afternoon or tomorrow at the latest. So obviously you won't have it before Christmas, but you will definitely have it before the 5th. Oh, do you know what? My postie has just come to my back door. Do you mind? Just give me 2 minutes, okay? Please, I'm really sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Who wants to see? I am having a feeling this is super exciting. I'm sorry. And I've got a card as well. So I'll pop my card somewhere where I'm not going to forget it. You have to excuse me. I need to open this up. I think if it's what I think it is, you know, I can't use masking tape. I can't use washi tape. I can't use Post-it notes because I still slip. I'm thinking, you know how my son is into his arm wrestling, and he's ranked, I think, number 18 on his right arm and number 8 on his left arm. Anyway, once you get to a certain level in the Titans Arm Wrestling Club, which is a South Australian club, you get your own type of logo. They each have their own nickname and they each get their own type of logo. So I got my son finally got his own logo. He's called the Final Boss, and I ordered him. They can have T-shirts in their with their logo thing on it, and so, but Carl didn't have a T-shirt made for him, and I said to the chap who runs the club, is there any chance of you creating a T-shirt with his logo on it? So he did that for me, and it has just arrived. So that is Carl's personalized arm wrestling T-shirt. So super exciting for me. Probably not very exciting for you, but I am super stoked at that. So that's just something a little bit personal. So it's exciting. I just had to have a quick look at it. So I know you guys probably. So I think he's going to be absolutely wrapped over that to open that up, because he's been waiting for his own little logo for a while now that he's finally got up in the ranks. So anyway, let's get back to our card. I can't remember what I was talking about, but we need to mosey on. So our card will go like this, and we'll put some of our leaves around there and probably under there and around there, like that. So I need to pull in the colors, and obviously pale papaya is going to be one of the colors. Cajun craze will probably be one of the colors, and the other one, whatever, what's the other color? Soft succulent. So it'll be these three colors that I team up with this one. So I usually pull out just cardstock in the colors that I've used to get a feel of it. That one's will obviously clash because it's not bright enough. Then what I do is I usually go through my designer series paper and I work out what I would like to go. And I always start with a sketch as well. So I'm thinking that that one is probably going to work really nicely, and then possibly just a little bit of an offcut of the Cajun craze as well. Of course, there's oodles of the soft, like this. I think there's 3 different patterns for the soft succulent. So, you know, there's heaps to choose from. I think that's all there is. Yeah. And then, don't forget, there's that one as well. That one would probably match quite nicely. But I think I'm going to stick to the bold too, and then just offset with some of the other colours. So, okie doke. I need a base to start with. So I'm thinking I'm just going to copy, I'm going to cheat today. I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to use my dots. So I know I'm going to use that. I think that I will probably use the dark for the sentiment. So you guys, you're more than welcome to chime in as well. So I'm thinking that one, then a little bit of that, then maybe some highlights of that. I wonder, and maybe some highlights of that. But I might actually put my flowers on top of the paper instead. How we might try that. Okay. So then I start working out all my measurements and stuff. Right. And the other thing is, because I haven't been doing my graphics at the start, so I always forget to tell you. But if you go to my website, which is showing on the screen next to my name, you can sign up for my newsletter, and the card that we create today goes out in a PDF tutorial on Fridays. So you don't need to worry about taking measurements or anything. I don't particularly give measurements while I'm creating because they'll all be in written form for you tomorrow. Get my words out. Get my words out. Okay. So we want, I don't think I've got any scraps of this one left. Well, I do. Have a look at that. Perfect. So I don't have to, and I'm pretty sure that could be, I'm probably going to use, I I don't even have to cut it. Look at that. Voila. Ta-da. No cutting. I'm just going to see if I've got any scraps of these guys so that I don't have to cut into them. I know I've got scraps. Actually, I may not have scraps of Cajun Craze because it's not what you call a popular colour. So, but I do have scraps. I do have scraps. Always check your scraps before you cut into new cardstock, right? Alrighty. I do have scraps. Okay, so I will... Oh, I'm getting all messed up. Right. Now, let's see from memory. I think that will be wide enough. It's always best to make it longer. You can always take it off, but you can't add it back, right? Put that down there, put down there. Okay, and then we want a strip of this and a little bit for our sentiment. So it is going to be on the darker side of because we are using the Cajun Craze, but if you can team that up with the light color, then it doesn't look so dark. Here, let me put that up there so you can see what I'm doing. And then these guys will come here somehow. Sometimes I get too fussy about slipping things under where they should be, and then every time you add a layer, you know, things don't go where you want them to, so just plonk them on to give you a rough idea of where you're at. Okay, so we've got that so far, and then put these away. I might shorten that piece of card yet. And now, the thing that I like, because you guys know me, you know I like to put little slips of cardstock underneath, like here and that type of thing. But this is a really cool die to add a little bit of different interest. So we're going to grab that scalloped edge one, and we'll die cut this, and that way you'll be able to see how it die cuts as well. So we'll pop that. Oops. Yep. Just stay put. Oh, well, okay. Cut crooked. That's fine. Oh, now I haven't got my plates. You need to have your... Do what you're told. Rightio. You need to have your plates staggered a little bit when you use these little guys. Alright. No, it still doesn't want to go through. Come on. Take. There we go. Alrighty. So, this has... Audrey says she's seen the sneak peek of some things from American demonstrators. A stars punch. Oh, stars. I can't remember. Oops. Look, I missed the end. That's okay. So that is how that die cuts. Whoops. Switch. So that I really like that. And then, of course, on the other side, you get the scallop. So you can use both sides if you wanted to. But I was thinking I'm going to put them along there. And I don't know that I've got enough. I might have to cut two. Yeah, there's lots of... I always go gently on my pre-orders. I don't order a whole huge amount. Just usually enough for what I need to get me through the month of December. So, come back. It doesn't want to go through today. Sometimes they want to be temperamental. You know what it is? It's because I've got the die too close to... The dies tend to work better when you put them at the back. I've got them too close to the front. But I know it will go through, so I'm going to keep persevering. Because I don't want to get my big machine out. Come on. Let's try it on an angle. Jeepers. And it's not because my plates are cracked. No, it's me. I'm just having, it just doesn't want this particular die. I think it's because it's long. I don't normally use long dies through here. Here, let's try it this way. Still doesn't want to come. Come on. How much length have I got here? I wonder if I can use 2. How much length do I have? Oh, it's just under 6 inches. I don't want to get my big machine out. Grey plate instead of the white plate. That wouldn't work. Grey plate as my top cutting plate. Look, you guys. Ta-da! Look at all you girls in your wisdom. Could be my plate as well. It's still hanging in there. Normally they will go through for me. I don't normally have an issue. I've been using this all through the week so far, and that's the first issue I've had where it did not want to go through. Thank you very much, guys. Grey plate for the win. It is a cranky little machine. That's a good way to, temperamental too. So the grey one on top. Now I've messed up my mat here too. It's all scrunched up now. Alrighty. Ta-da, ta-da. Alrighty. I think that I'm just going to do my sentiment. Now I did use sentiments from in my tutorial club. I used one happy Mother's Day, and the rest of them I used thanks. But if you are doing club, you can use whatever sentiments you like if you need happy birthdays or anything like that. I'm just going to stick to this one because I have the bundle out, and I am going to white emboss this. So get all of my, now you could do it in white as well if you wanted to lighten up your card a little bit more. You could just stamp it on white paper. Where is my Versamark? My freshly inked Versamark. What's going on? No star punches in the mini. No, I don't know. And the US don't have any other, they don't have extra products. We all have the same. So you might have to, or do you send me a link if you still have it, and I will have a look and see what's going on with it. Kerry says I can use the grey one on the bottom with a clear plate on the top, but wouldn't that cut into my grey plate then? Obviously, that would make sense if you're die cutting shapes like stamped images. You'd want to see what you were doing, but you would think that then that you would cut into your grey plate. I don't even know what the grey plate's for. That's for embossing, I think, isn't it? Alrighty, let's get this zapped. Done. Close your eyes, Muse and Contraband. Alrighty, scraps. So we will trim this nice and close. Trim him close. And then I might put this one on an angle. So I'm just going to use the little squares on my cutter here to choose an angle. I'll do a deep one. There we go, bring it. And then I can swing that around. So I have got a little angled, thanks. I reckon we're ready for assembly now. Radio. So I am going to put, thank you. All right, so let us stick, that's probably overkill for size, but whatever. Let's stick that to there. And because we've got a lot of busy paper going on, there's no, like, I'm not going to do any dry embossing or anything like that because we've got a fair bit going on with all the paper and the busy stamp. So we'll put that on there, like so. Now we'll put this on here. And it just comes together so quickly. Now I do need to leave a little bit of space because I'm going to, like, a bit more space than I normally would, because I'm going to pop those 2 pieces of soft succulent. Okay, which I'm going to do now actually. So I need to trim these so that they are the same length as, actually you could do them whatever. You could do them the full length if you want. I think I'm only going to do, oops, get under there. I'm just going to do the same as my, and I want them to be roughly, I should do them both at the same time, shouldn't I? So that they are lined up sort of similarly. Oh. Wish me luck. Now I should be okay. Because I sort of want a little bit of symmetry. Try and make sure that they're straight. Guess it doesn't matter too much, does it? They'll probably be hidden. And cut this one. So, and I guess this just goes to show that even if you are using the same layout over and over again, your cards can look different. Okay, so close your eyes again. Close your fan again. And then we're just going to stick them straight to the edges. I've chipped my nail polish already. Holy cow. I only put it on this morning, like just beforehand, and look at that. I've chipped, I am hopeless. I have chipped that fingernail already. Crikeys. No wonder I don't do my nails very often. And it's just normal nail polish. I didn't do any gel nails or anything. I am just hopeless. Hopeless. All right. So now we've got that. Far out. Can I have nothing nice? I was thinking even, you know, I'm going to get some, because normally, we just hand wash the dishes. I thought I will get a pair of rubber gloves so I can try and keep my nails looking nicer, and didn't even last an hour. Didn't even last an hour. And I'm really bad because this is getting into completely different non-card making stuff, but my fingernails are flat, like they don't curve over like a lot of people's fingernails do. You know how they get that some people have that nice curvature of their fingernails. Mine don't do that. And I think I'm really, really harsh on, well, I get tipware all the time. Doesn't matter what nail polish I wear. Even gel polish, I will get tipware. So I'm just destined to not have nice fingernails. I do have, actually, Zana, look what, I have these. These, I don't like those ones. I've got some that were cheap, but I have these press-on nails. But the other problem I have is, this is completely, I've got a whole heap of, I've got heaps of different packets. I have worn them. I do like them. There's some lighter ones there. And they do stay on. Like I can get them on, they can stay on for 2 weeks. But the problem is that I have different, like one hand of my nail beds is longer than the other. So I can't, look at the different length in my nail bed. So if I choose the short, then I have to cut one hand super, super short because the nail beds are shorter on one hand than what they are on the other. I can't even win there. So let's get that stuck down. And I'm only putting adhesive on the actual stems. I'm going to leave the leaves so that I can, like, you can pop it underneath that flower if you wanted to, but I'm going to pop it over the top. And then we've got these little guys. Dip nail polish. See, and I'm just so lazy. I haven't got, like, I don't like spending too much time and then getting them off, like to try and, because I don't like sanding the nail polish, like filing it off and then trying to get them off. I'm just hopeless. I'm hopeless. Oh dear. And it doesn't help that the fingernails on these 3 fingers are actually peeling as well. So that probably didn't help with that. Anyway, at least it's easy to remove, right? I just have to use normal nail polish. What am I doing now? Oh, my thank you. So we'll pop that. The only thing is that, you know, I will normally cover a bit of my flower up, but I can't actually do that because I don't think it looks as good. So you need to sort of cover up the leaf down here a little bit, which then lends it to, do you want to put it mounted, or you can just put it down flat. I think I will use a couple of dimensionals though. So, and I'm super lazy with my nails. Oh, thanks, Wendy. I'm glad you made it. How are you going with your storm, your snowstorm? This is my other contraband. I have 2 contrabands. I use a cutter and I use this. This is just a 2-way glue pen. Stampin' Up used to sell them and they were amazing, and then they stopped selling them, so I need to go and sandbox them again and say, you need to bring these 2-way glue pens back. Okay, so next we have this beautiful, beautiful bling. So you could either go for the gold on there, or you could go for the, that's actually Calypso Coral. So we've got gold, it's actually blue, and Calypso Coral, but any of those will work nicely with any of the colours, because I think the blue is like a green. So let's go and stick a couple of these guys on. So we'll pop one over here and then we'll pop a couple of little ones. And there we have our card. So even though I've used the same layout as that card, they are different. So I love using, I do like using sketches a second time around as well. So and if you are in my tutorial and card making club, there's a bonus for you. You'll have, as long as you've got all the other colors yourself, there's a little bonus for you. You'll have plenty of papers to be able to make that yourself as well. So again, just the last couple of things. This is club cards for January. There is still time. You have until I will put links everywhere. You have until the end of December, and the tutorials will be sent out on the 2nd. And the reason why it's the 2nd is because then that's the 1st in the US. So 2nd in Australia, 1st in the US, and I think it's the 1st in the UK. But anywhere in anywhere in Australia, the world, sorry, you can join up for the tutorial. And then if you live in Australia, you can purchase the corresponding kits that go with the class as well. So they are available. So I think that one's turned out pretty cool. Even though it's a darker coloured card, it's not overly dark. So I will bring that one up to the screen. That one we made a couple of weeks ago. May have even been last month, but it was sitting next to it when I was working on the computer, and I went, you know what, I'm just going to use that sketch again. So same sketch, two different completely looks for you. And what else do I have to tell you? If you're not on my newsletter, head over to my newsletter. The thingy is here, alisatilsner.com. You can sign up, and this will be going out as a written tutorial that you can print out and follow along. And don't forget that the retiring list is still out. The last chance. I finally got my apple harvest dies. Switch me background. Finally got my apple harvest dies that I've been forgetting to order and forgetting to order. So now I have got them. So I'm going to have to use them. And I think that's it. Celebration and new catalogue start January the 5th. Is there anything I'm forgetting, girls? Amazing sign-up, joining sign-up thingy. So if you don't get what you want for Christmas, come join Stampin' instead. It's the biggest kit value I've ever seen. Yes. I think we're done for the day. I'm going to wrap that t-shirt, and I'm going to wrap a few more presents, and then I'm going to get my tutorial written. And you guys have an amazing day. If you are in nasty weather, please take care. We are coming into some warm weather. I think we're actually going to have a warm Christmas day, not too hot. It's going to be a couple of days after Christmas. It's going to be in the low 40s. I don't like that. But have a great Christmas, and I'm not sure about next Thursday because I will probably have my entire family home. My hubby's finally taking some time off of work, and we might be gardening, which is okay, I guess. Well, it's landscaping gardening. We've got things that we need to do, retaining walls and that sort of stuff. Fun. Muggy and stormy, yeah, that's what it is here too. It's a bit yucky. I've got a long sleeve top on, but it's well, 3/4, but it's starting to feel a bit uncomfortable. Okay, have a great Christmas, and if I don't see you before New Year's, have a wonderful New Year's as well. And yeah, take care, everyone, and enjoy your day on Sunday. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.